Shabir Rahman, Ross Whiteley will play a key role.
Yeah, Fletcher already have scored 234 runs. Shabir Rahman has been in form and out of form. He scored 136. I think these are the two key players who will need to be at their best. And Babar Azam, obviously, very good with the bat. But there's some serious bowlers there also. Team President will have to do a very, very good job. Then there is a Kamrul Islam Rambi this team. And what about Sohail Tanvir? He's back into the squad, so he will be looking to create pressure early on with a wide new ball. But first thing first, they will have to bat first, and they will have to bat really well.
Yes, you mentioned Sohail Tanvir. Don't count him out batting somewhere up the order, because in the CPL he was opening the batting. He enjoys.
Ball one, great diving effort from him. Could have had a wicket, could have got a run out. Should only have been one, and then eventually getting three. That first ball, what a brilliant. Effort. Just not able to hold on onto his weaker hand, the left hand, but almost a fighting start to this afternoon's play.
Well, the batsman will be a little circumspect. The ball seemed to be holding a little bit. The first one, not too much evidence so early in the day, but at least that one was held back, and that enabled the bowler to put the batsman in a spot of bother. Down the wicket, gives him the charge. Oh, that's intelligent once again. Look at him walking down second ball of the innings.
Yeah, jeez. Good response from the bowler. He's pulled the leg back, and look at that. Good bounce, movement off the seam. We haven't seen too much of that. An interesting little period this, I think, for the batsman. Certainly something in the wicket for the bowlers as well.
Absolutely. I think Mashfi Mortaza will be licking his lips, hoping he can outwit the batsman here. The push away for a single. That's the more sedate way to get started. The way Nurul Islam came tippy-toeing down the wicket really surprised me there. But Mashfi was equal to the task. Did pitch it a little shorter and a little wider.
Got a wealth of experience, doesn't he, this format? And he's somebody who knows exactly what needs to be done and when. His 20-year career, 131 matches and 110 wickets. That just speaks volumes of his experience.
Talking about using his experience, this wicket so conducive, we all know, to the batters. But look at Mashfi making the ball talk.
Nice seam position, and just a little bit of shape away from the right-hander. If you were listening at the toss, maybe you would have heard him say, fresh wicket hasn't been used here in Chittagong, and he thinks that there just could be something in there for the bowlers, and they want to take
for the fielder coming in from deep mid wicket, and a couple of runs is what they get. You just can't afford to err in line, can you, with this kind of track? Mashfi is so very adept with his accurate deliveries. Will be a little annoyed with himself.
And he's bowled a few that have gone away from the bat. That one, I think, he was just trying to get back into the right-hander, but not quite able to hold his line. Man's now gone into that mid-wicket position, catching where that ball went earlier. The third man comes up to short third man, and the mid-on goes back on the boundary. Tells you he's probably looking to bowl a bit straighter.
Well, he's guided that past that fielder who's just been brought in. Anything wide of that fielder will get you 4 runs. 10 from the first over.
আমি ভয় পেলেও মা ভয় পেত না, আর আমি যখন জিতে যাই বাংলাদেশের হয়ে, তখন জিতে যায় মা। এমন হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। এর ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ, ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স। ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা।
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি কাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। কাজী পাইপ আগে আসতে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। কাজী প্রথম, কাজী সেরা।
teams for this game. Rangpur Riders have made 3 changes. Shahriar Nafees, Pereira and Shoaib Ghazi are out, and Samila Shinwari, Ziaur Rahman and Nazmul Islam have come in for the Sylhet team. 3 changes as well. Ross Whiteley, Nabil Samad are in. Just 2 changes in place of Tajul Islam. Oh dear, that's very fortunate. Missed it, got a little bit of a toe into that bat. As you see, Nazmul Islam bowling.
Now, he certainly decided that he wants to come down towards the bowlers. Just have to be careful. Thick inside edge there, saving him.
And chase on here. He's going to race away. Oh dear, he got in a bit of a tangle, didn't he? He didn't know which way to go, and eventually they let the ball just slide through. Should have stopped that.
He'll be disappointed because it was a good chase. At one stage, I thought he was going to get nowhere near the ball, but he caught up with it and then ran past it and then let it go into the board. He really should have dived with his hands first there, and just got himself into a tangle.
Away, that's a risky shot. The ball was keeping a little low and skidded in.
Have to be careful. Don't play on the back foot. He's got to make sure he's straight face.
And that's given. He's trying to sweep it, and that's the typical celebration of Nazmul Islam. Oppo as
of sorts, didn't he? Never looked comfortable at the crease, and it was a struggle for him. Happy celebration for the bowler Islam, and Nurul Hassan's gone for 5, 14 for 1.
কাজটার নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা।
Hussain comes in, 1,640 runs, come in very early in the innings because Nazmul Islam, who is bowling from the AK's end, has really hoxed the batsman. Nurul Hassan was looking very, very tentative and nervous. He's trying to manufacture shots. Nicely behind that. He's in the middle because of this.
He's saying he looked nervous. Yeah, we've not seen him open. That's just ultra edge showing us that he didn't get anything onto it. And as you see, into the pad and then onto the glove.
Come on, Nasir Hussain. Now you've got to be a little more sensible with your approach. Wicket taking over done. 14 for 1.
কি প্রবলেম? এই যে কেসে দেখছো না? প্রিন্স রনি, প্রিন্সেসকে বাঁচাও। সুপার চিকেন আর সুপার মশলা ফ্লেভারের সুপার টেস্টি ইফাত এগ ইনস্ট্যান্ট নুডলস। নুডলস যত এত
মজা মজা তখন ঠেকায় কে? এগিয়ে চলো কল্পনার রাজ্যে।
He's gone really well after that one. Couple of bounces into the boundary. So a very positive approach early on from Andhra Fletcher.
Yeah, he was heavy in the runs in the first leg of this year's AKS BPL 2017, powered by Shah Cement. And this was a shot that we saw often in his innings. It's the ball so beautifully straight back past the bowler. Against the spinners as well. I like to see him playing in this mode. Usually it shows that he's got his mind set on striking the ball well, and normally comes off with some good runs.
It's just that with the person of the caliber of Mashfiq Mortaza bowling, you have to be a little careful with your approach. You never know what he's going to come up with. He has so many variations. Let's have another look at that leg before decision. But the wicket of Nurul Hassan is just trying to sweep it, missing it completely. Impact is in line, and the wickets hitting flush on the leg stump. No problems at all for the umpire to give that decision. It's rather silly, I thought. Right early in his innings, he's trying to dance down the wicket, meet the bowlers. Ah, I love you, Mash. That's marvelous. Yeah, they all love Mash. Again, cramped him for space. Quick run taken. They'll have to be a little careful with their overthrows. Need to have the fielders backing up properly. So a couple of runs given away through an overthrow.
Mashrafi, you're just talking about his caliber, his ability to read conditions early, all accordingly. If he needs to adjust, he does so, and does so quickly. He really is an asset. We saw him up the order the other day, got a brilliant half century in good time, and set the victory up for his team.
Nasir Hussain does play that well, just a roll of the wrist into the deep and the saunter through for 2 comfortable runs. And that's the way to go about it. I was very surprised with Nasir Hussain trying to dance down the wicket. The second delivery faced. You don't need to do that. You've lost an early wicket. You've got to do some rebuilding. And as captain, you've got that extra responsibility of ensuring that the partnership is built up. And you also utilize the power play overs to the best. Captain to captain at the moment. Good tussle in the middle. Again deviating down the leg side, straight to the fielder, and it's a direct throw, but I think he was safe. Is the umpire going upstairs? Yes, he is.
It was the direct hit from Asit Malinga, but with Andre Fletcher was comfortably home. Yeah, there you can see comfortably home Andre Fletcher. Good single, the ball did go straight to Asit Malinga.
Yeah, it seemed pretty obvious, but it's all right to go upstairs just in case there's a bit of doubt. Direct throws can be quite interesting at times. Last ball of the third over coming up from Mashrafi. Down the wicket, gives him the charge, goes over the top, and gets the maximum. That completes the third over. It's 28 for 1.
গাজিটার নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা। ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট এর আয়োডিন ও ব্যালেন্সড মিনারেলস শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ। ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন।
Despite the loss of Nurul Hassan's wicket, they're going at 9.33. The Sylhet Sixers. Going to be Nazmul Islam Oppo. Again, decides to have a go at it without really getting into the right, well, not getting underneath that one. This is the last ball of the last over.
It was a slow ball. About the variety that he uses, but even though it was well watched, well picked up, and again another nice shot over the offside field. Certainly looks like Spurs' confidence back. Look, good shots back over the bowler's head.
Little movement I noticed. I think also noticed by the bowler. Just trying to back away, a little bit of a trigger movement from Fletcher, and he tried to spear it down and cramp him for space, which is why he couldn't just open up and go for a big shot. On the wicket again, now Nasir Hussain throwing caution to the wind. He's not really timing them well at all. Can't understand this approach.
It's the third time in 4 deliveries he's tried that. It's because there's nobody back on the long on boundary. He's trying to get that ball over mid-on's head.
Once again, it's bump catch to the bowler. Again, not really getting hold of it. I think it should try something different instead of going down, dancing down the wicket.
I think it's a good idea because the ball's not turning away from him, so there's no danger in playing it. But he threw it from the crease, in my opinion. He was coming quickly anyway.
There he goes now. That's what I said. I don't think he should have done it. He kept on doing it, and something like that was on the cards. Not sensible at all. Unfortunately, he misses it altogether, and the easiest of stumpings.
This is why I said he's probably better off doing it from the crease. If you miss the ball and you're in your crease, you're not going to be stumped. He kept trying and trying and trying, almost as if he had a point to prove. And another wicket for Nazmul Islam. He's bowled particularly well. His second wicket. And Nasir Hussain's gone for 4. 2 down now for 30, the Sylhet Sixers.
Hi, it's a fresh money then.
Hello, Tamim.
Hi.
Is it safe for him?
No,
Huh?
it's the safest.
Thank you, Tamim.
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার।
Babar Azam is the new batsman. Tucks it away wide of the fielder and opens his account with a single. 4 overs done. It's 31 for 2.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ আগাগোড়া মজবুত বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা।
ভাবনা থেকেই ভালো কাজের শুরু। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্র্যান্ডের ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার। পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
Rubal Hussain from the Shah Cement end. Brakes have been slightly put on thanks to those 2 wickets from the splitting Cobra. Nazmul Islam Oppo. Second wicket, you'd have to think slightly unnecessary. Thrown away by the captain of the Sylhet Sixers. There's that unique style from Rubal. On the spot first ball. He rolled for Andre Fletcher here. Joined by very experienced Babar Azam. Very healthy average, healthy strike rate. These two overseas batsmen will have to make up for what the captain did. No idea where he was going. Good afternoon, Roshan.
Good afternoon, Gautam. That was a poor shot. That was a really poor shot. Shot selection was horrible. Mind you, that ball didn't spin. It just went with the arm. Just kept sliding at the right-hander and went between his bat and body. Need a good stand here. They need something special. Sylhet have lost so many games, and it sometimes can be very contagious. Losing can be contagious because it rubs on. It rubs on the team, it rubs on everybody. And then they just don't know how to come out of it. So it's a psychological thing as well. As much as winning is a habit, losing becomes a habit too, and Sylhet seem to have got into that habit.
Good shot, that'll be a boundary. Delicately played by Babar Azam. Just used the wrists and played it down. And just eluded the fielder. I think that was an excellent shot. We often talk about bludgeoning the ball. There's room for this as well.
He's a good player. I've seen him score runs for Pakistan in one-day cricket. Got a lot of runs against Sri Lanka in the UAE. He looks a very well-organized player, good technique. And when you've got a good technique, Gautam, you don't have to really blast the bowling. You don't have to be throwing your bat around. Lots of batsmen in the world have shown that with proper batting methods that you could still score runs quickly. Babar Azam is that type of a player, has a good technique, very sound, solid, and also can hit the long ball.
I think Sylhet should look at this as an opportunity, having lost the toss, been asked to bat first. Very healthy average first innings score here in Chittagong this year. And it's not a bad thing to put runs on the board, especially when you've got into this rut of losing 5 games on the trot. Again, just placing it in the gap, they'll be looking for 2. For a brief moment, they were even thinking that could we have a possibility of a third, but placed well enough in the gap for a couple. And again, that's what Babar Azam does well. He's got the boundary. Now he's got a couple of runs. And without doing anything at all, they've picked up 8 runs from this over with the ball to go.
He's raced to 7 or 5, which is a very good strike rate at this stage. So is Fletcher. We know how destructive Fletcher can be. Again on the pads. It's a single, in fact, only a single. If there is one aspect, maybe we'll talk about it in the next over. 40 for 2.
Next ball, super speed.
কি প্রবলেম? ও এই যে ক্যাসেল দেখছো না? প্রিন্স রনি, প্রিন্সেসকে বাঁচাও। সুপার চিকেন আর সুপার মশলা ফ্লেভারের সুপার টেস্টি ইনফান্ট এগ ইনস্ট্যান্ট নুডলস। নুডলস যত এত মজা, মজা তখন ঠেকায় কে? এগিয়ে চলো কল্পনার রাজ্যে।
They picked up 3 2s. The 3, of course, was an overthrow. Useful to keep that trend going. Get the 1s and 2s when you're not getting the boundary. Extended spell for Oppo. Third over, 2 for 7, been excellent for Rangpur. Mashrafi Mortaza.
Well, I'm very impressed with the way he's bowling. Nice orthodox left-arm spinner. Showing the world that bowling of that type also has a place in the quickest of formats in cricket, which is T20. He's got 2 wickets, in fact, he's got both the wickets. The release, like the action, and good commitment. He had to take his time. That's what happened. So otherwise, if he was quicker, Babar Azam would have been long gone.
I think he was just out of position. He just couldn't, the hand just didn't come up. Once he got into position to throw, he was home, and Babar Azam realized there may not have been a run there. Sensible from Fletcher. Last over of power play. Looked at all the games from game 1 that started in Sylhet. Something seems to happen to the batting side when they look up and see it's the 6th over. How often have we seen the wickets fall? They really don't want another wicket falling at this stage. We'll come back to what you were saying after this delivery, Roshan, about running between the wickets. For a single here. You were making a point earlier.
No, the point I was trying to make here is amongst a lot of positives that we have seen in the batting, just the running between the wickets. Well, we've seen this happen. Sixers being hit and some really big ones. That's what Andre Fletcher did. But the running, that hasn't really been up to scratch. We've seen... I'm talking about not everyone, but most of the time they don't push that second, they don't look for the third. See that urgency sometimes, just like we saw in the last over when there was a chance of converting it into 2. Babar Azam was just ambling. Now the wicket, just over mid-on. He'll finish it off with the boundary. So he gets 8 runs in the over, and they go at 8, 48 for 2 at the end of 6.
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজীর প্রথম, গাজীর সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ। নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা।
Yeah, a couple of established performers in Sabir Rahman and Ross Whiteley, but look down the order. The all-rounders, Tim Bresman, Sohail Tanvir listed at number 9. And I'm sure he will have had a word with the captain and management that I enjoy batting up the order. He isn't batted up at the moment. It'll be very, very dangerous indeed. He's coming in fresh. He will not be part of that, as you said, if losing can be contagious. He won't have got that disease. He's coming in fresh. And you'll need someone fresh like that to just inject a new perspective into batting first here. Meanwhile, Shenwari, who's back into the side, with no Thisara Pereira around, will need to play a key role. Such a good player for Afghanistan, Sameer Shenwari, all-rounder. What happened to the power play so far? The key wicket, that's what Okpu started with. Fletcher's been hitting some good ones. Back to that power play. Andre Fletcher was in good form in the power play. Babar Azam had a couple of boundaries, but that wicket of Nasser Hussain was something that Select Sixers could have done without. Finishing with 48 off that boundary, the very last ball of the power play.
At the moment it's 50, and I've seen Shenwari, the batsman, can really pack a punch. These guys are so strong and powerful, aren't they? I'm a bit surprised that he's not part of the Afghanistan side, playing Ireland in the one-days. Swing and a miss, cut and a miss, I should say. Push through a little bit quicker. Tends to bowl some leg breaks. Far too short. It's not fair. Look at him at that extreme. He's got 2 ice creams.
Dear, that's a bit like Tino.
You took words off my mouth. I was about to say that. Has he been talking to Tino recently? I was going to ask.
I looked around to see where Tino is. He's gone to eat something again.
Must be an ice cream. He must be enjoying an ice cream. Just like our friend that we saw just a short while ago. Anyway, last ball of the over, this has been a good one, just 3 runs. Babar Azam, such a sound and stylish player on the back foot. Gets a single, 52 for 2.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ আগাগোড়া মজবুত বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম গাজী প্রথম গাজী সেরা পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী প্রথম গাজী সেরা বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ আগাগোড়া মজবুত বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম গাজী প্রথম গাজী সেরা
So, they're doing it in singles, just knocking the ball into gaps. You were talking about him. I think they should use him as a floater. He should be able to go up and down the order just as the need arises.
But he too is eating, so he needs to put the food down and get the pads on soon. That's a big shot from Andre Fletcher. Is it big enough? There's a fielder getting under it. It's not big enough. That is a huge blow. Rangpur Murtaza takes the catch and the wicket has been taken. It's Shinwari, I beg your pardon. Wicket goes, a third wicket for the Cobra. Nazmul Islam Oppo.
I'm delighted for the left-arm spinner. Really happy for him. Simply because it's a trade that sometimes gets forgotten. Spinners have changed so much over the years. They tend to bowl fast, unorthodox. But this man is so different. He's got his third wicket. Fletcher goes to 26. Still in trouble in the 8th.
গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা
Responsibility on Sabir Rahman. Got 30 plus 28 times. Pretty healthy average, decent average. Very experienced, 105 innings at this format of the game. And I think Andre Fletcher will look back at this and wonder what might have been. Really didn't have anything. It had the elevation, but absolutely no distance.
Two very stylish players at the wicket. Sabir Rahman is another player who did get a 70 and a 40. Didn't score much in the last innings, but the 2 previous innings were good. But as you said, a lot of responsibility on him. See how he handles it. Starts off well with a single. But 2 very similar players. I think Sabir Rahman is more inclined to hit the long ball. Babar Azam would want to just push it and nudge it, hit along the ground. Sabir Rahman, on the other hand, will look for the big one. These are exciting times for Sylhet if these 2 could get together.
Good boy.
And the first task would be to try and settle in, that's for sure. They might take an over or 2, maybe get to the 10th over by just knocking the ball into gaps, just getting the feel of things. And maybe the last 10 overs should be the plan to launch with wickets in hand.
Yes, boy. Lovely boy.
Rangpur Murtaza has done well to keep Nazmul Islam up to going for 4 overs. He's realized he's got the stranglehold, and why not give him 4 overs in the trot? He's going to complete his spell here, and what a spell it's been. Good finish to the over. 18 runs and 3 wickets. Excellent spell. At the end of 8, 55 for 3.
Next ball, super scheme.
কি প্রবলেম? এই যে ক্যাসেল দেখছো না? প্রিন্স রনি, প্রিন্সেসকে বাঁচাও। সুপার চিকেন আর সুপার মশলা ফ্লেভারের সুপার টেস্টি ইফাত এগ ইনস্ট্যান্ট নুডলস। নুডলস যখন এত মজা, মজা তখন ঠেকায় কে? এগিয়ে চলো কল্পনার রাজ্যে।
Look at that bowling figure of Nazmul Islam. 3 for 18 of his 4 overs. That's he's trying to hit it away through the covers, finds the sweeper in the deep. There's Sabir Rahman. It's actually now Samir Lashanwari bowling from the Shah Cement end. Strike. That was Babar Azam hitting that ball away. Shabir on strike now, taking guard from the umpire. That stood up to be hit, but he couldn't really find the gap. Fielder posted a deep mid wicket. Cleans up and sends it back, not before they go through for a single.
Yeah, what an excellent effort from Nazmul Islam, Opu. Playing after 10 days, really good selection because he's picked up wickets and not given any run also. Upish, he bowled 4 overs and he's troubled the batsman right from the word go. 3 for 18. Excellent stuff from Nazmul Islam. That's the reason why Sylhet, Nazmul Islam, beg your pardon, that's the reason why Sylhet 58 for 3 and all 3 wickets going to that bowler.
Well, Samir Lashanwari is not doing too bad either. He's managed to tie up the batsman at this moment. Just the 3 runs of the 4 deliveries. It's going to put the pressure on Shabir Rahman, who sweeps it around, but again plays it forward of square, not where he intended, and another single results. So it's all building up now. Something's got to give. They're going at 6.68 runs per over. I just have a feeling that Babar Azam might be the one they're looking at to get the momentum going for them. Speed it up. Well, talking about speeding it up, he did try to manage to hit it past the infield, but only for a single once again. 9 overs done, 60 for 3, and we should be having a little bit of a break here. Get the signal from the umpire.